Hey sub family, welcome back to another video, guys. So today I got a beater car right here, and I'm going to tell you why I drive a beater car, guys, and how this beater car can create wealth for you. This is a 2005 Kia Spectra EX, guys, and obviously this car looks really good and it looks like it's well maintained, which it is, because I maintain it myself and I have done a lot of things to it and also put a lot of money into it. But considerably, because it is a 2005, it is a beater, guys. So that's what is considered a beater nowadays, whether it's a 1996 or a 2005 or even a 2010, it's still considered a beater, guys. But how this beater can create wealth for you is that, one, you don't have to make no payments. Who likes payments? Who likes the car notes? No one, you know. This is payment free, guys. So I have paid this off. I own this vehicle. We really never own anything, to be honest, in this world. Even though you think you do, you don't own it. You know, the government
owns everything. That's why we have to pay taxes on stuff.
We don't pay taxes. If we don't pay the insurance, we can't get the car legal. That means we don't own it. But it gives you a sense of ownership when your vehicle is paid off. So don't get yourself in debt trying to pay for a car note, because it's never good. I've done it. I didn't get myself in debt, thankfully, but I will never go back to paying a car note again for a vehicle, guys. The second reason for owning a beater car and how it can create wealth for you is having low car insurance, guys. So we all know the insurance companies nowadays in 2024 charge high, expensive, unnecessary rates, guys. And I think that's wrong. They shouldn't do that, because they profit so much off of us each and every month for no reason. But, you know, if you have an older car, maybe a 1996, or you have a 2005, and depending on your age, you can pay like 60 bucks a month. For a 1996, you could pay like $20-$30 a month, or maybe even 10 if you get liability. I recommend liability on this, guys, because if something happens to a beater car such as this, you will not get paid much by the insurance companies if this thing gets hit from the back, guys. So I recommend liability and not full coverage, because full coverage is a waste of money. It takes money out of your pockets every single month, and that's not what you want. So go ahead and get yourself liability. Get yourself an older vehicle, preferably a 1990s vehicle or a 2005 to 6, maybe even to 2010. But don't get yourself nothing newer, because you're going to pay more insurance on that vehicle. Don't get me wrong, I definitely recommend you to get full coverage. Don't take that the wrong way, and don't go out here and say, well, you know, he said don't get full coverage. You know, I'm just telling you, it can save you money every month if you do get liability instead of full coverage, guys. And that's what I have on this, because if somebody rear ends me, at the end of the day, this is going to be a total loss, and I'm not going to get any money for it. So it really wouldn't matter. And you also want to make sure you do not put a whole bunch of money into these cars as far as customization goes, because the insurance companies do not pay you for that. The insurance companies are pretty much a scam, guys. And that's how the government just pulls money out of you and makes you poor. The third reason for owning a beater car and how it will create you wealth is parts are readily available for these older vehicles, guys. Mechanics are also willing to work on these vehicles, guys. So just note, if you have a newer car and it has a lot more electronics under the hood, mechanics are less likely to work on that type of stuff, which is going to cause a headache for you. And even finding one to do that is going to cause another headache for you, guys. But as you can see right here, I got the hood pop open and everything is pretty much simple. You can do a lot of work on this thing by yourself, and I have. So you can see everything is just plain and simple right here, guys. You don't have to worry about going through a lot of electronics and tripping off different sensors and so forth. These newer cars are a scam, guys, because they put all this electronical stuff in these vehicles to make sure the consumer that buys the vehicle will not know how to work on it. Even if they have backyard knowledge, guys, it's going to be harder for you to work on these newer vehicles because you're going to need certain tools and certain computers and other equipment to calibrate certain things and do certain things under the hood, guys. So I do not recommend you to go out and get a newer car. I definitely recommend the older vehicles because, like I said, parts are readily available. The newer cars are a scam. They have too much technology integrated in them and they're a headache. Reason number 4 for owning a beater car and how it will create wealth for you is high mileage, guys. So these beater cars usually have high mileage. Sometimes you can find them with low mileage like mine. Mine is at 72,000 miles, but that's considerably high mileage as well, guys. But you'll be less worried about depreciation and more so about, you know, taking trips and having fun and not worrying about having to rent a car to, you know, not put mileage on your newer car and make the car depreciate in value over time because you put so many miles on the newer vehicle. So reason number 5 on owning a beater car and how it will create you wealth is depreciation, guys. Now, a lot of cars do not depreciate, like such as older Toyotas and older Hondas and older Subarus and so forth, guys. And vans are up right now as well. So, you know, you can get quite a bit of money for certain conversion vans and regular cargo vans and even sprinters right now, older ones at that fact. So they usually don't depreciate in value, but if you have a Kia or a Hyundai or something like that, usually cars like that will depreciate in value, sadly. But if you can get these at a cheap price, then you shouldn't have to worry about that depreciation because it don't matter. Cars are meant to be driven, guys. So you have to drive them to get from point A to point B. And that is reason number 5 on depreciation. Just something simple and swift for you guys. Don't worry about depreciation. Really don't worry about certain cars either, you know, like Kias, for instance. They're really good cars, so don't, you know, push them out of your mind or disregard them. Like the 2005 Kia Spectra can go up to 300,000 miles because I have seen them at that point, guys. So that's really good. Don't worry about vehicles like Kias or Hyundais, guys, because if you take care of it, it will take care of you and you shouldn't have to worry. Don't worry about depreciation when it comes to these older vehicles. It don't matter, guys. It'll bring less stress to you if you don't worry about it. Just drive the vehicle and enjoy life. But always know, don't get yourself in debt for these government scams like going and buying a car off a lot and getting a car note and your name and so forth and having to pay $10,000 or more back to a bank, guys, because it's all the money gets scammed that will make you homeless and poor, and you don't want that for you or your family members. Okay, guys, so I hope you liked me sharing the reasons why owning a beater car will create wealth for you and your family members, guys. Do not fall into the trap that the government has set in place
to keep you under and to keep you poor, guys.
So fall out of that trap and understand owning a beater car is one step to getting and creating wealth for you and your family, guys. So I just want you to know these 5 reasons. And if you could, I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. And I just want to let you guys know Jesus is King. God bless you guys. And I'll see all of y'all in the next one.